Hi everyone, welcome to my channel, Maths Made Easy with Terry in 10 minutes. So we're gonna learn how to find vertex using the formula method. So it's very important that before you proceed with this video, make sure you watch the previous videos, especially the completing the square method, the 3 ways of finding it. When A is equal to 1, when A is not equal to 1, and also with the formula method. All right, so and also try as much as possible to review the video on the coordinate system. I talked about the coordinate system in that video series, so just try as much as possible to make sure you review the coordinate system as well, because this knowledge that you're gonna get or remind yourself about is what is gonna be very important here. And also before we proceed, also make sure you've subscribed and also make sure you click on the notification bell. So when I upload new videos, you'll be the first person to know. All right, let's start now. I've said it 1,001 times that the general expression of a quadratic equation is ax plus bx plus c. And this is equal to what? So basically, you can say the function y is equal to ax squared plus bx plus c. And also, I also told you earlier that when we talk about the coordinates are always represented in the form of x, y. So the first number in the bracket is the x. The second number is always the what? The y. And in the previous video, I told you the vertex is the highest or the lowest point or the lowest point of a parabola. And I also talked about the reason why we need to look for a vertex, especially in sketching of graphs. And I told you there are 2 ways of finding the vertex. In the previous video, I said there is a vertex formula as well as the completing the square method. So in this video, I'm going to just focus on the vertex formula and how to do it. So I'm going to use only the vertex formula here, all right? And I told you in the previous video, the vertex formula for x, for the coordinates, for the vertex is minus b over what? 2a. And for the y is a function, that is when you substitute x to give you minus b over what? 2a. All right. So I'm going to quickly write down the 5 rules or the 5 steps on how to find the vertex using the formula method. Number 1, you have to identify A, B, and what? C. Number 2, after you've identified that correctly, you then have to then substitute into the vertex formula. Okay, so substitute into the vertex formula to find x. So that means x is going to be minus b over what? 2a. Number 3, after you substituted that, then you have to then substitute the value. Okay, so the value you got from step 2, so the value of x from step 2. So that means when you substitute this value from step 2, you then have to then substitute this into the original equation to find y. Okay, then when you're done with that, number 4, then you then write down x and y. So that means the x value and y value as an ordered pair. In the form of x, y. And number 5, this step 5, I'm gonna just write it here, but you can also sketch, okay? You can also check by drawing the graph. So unless you were told to sketch, don't worry, in the next videos, subsequent videos, I'm gonna show you how to sketch graphs, okay? But usually when you're done finding the vertex, you can decide to then sketch the graph to see if you're correct. So you can check if need be by drawing. So that means step 5 is unless you're being told, okay? By drawing the graph. So when you draw the graph, you will notice as well that the vertex is going to be at the same point. Okay, and that is it. So you first have to identify the A, B, and C. After that, you substitute into the vertex formula to find X. The answer you get from X, you substitute it into the original equation to get Y. And also, then you now write it down in an ordered pair. The X comes first, then the Y comes second. Then also you now check if need be by drawing the graph. All right, let's start with the first example here. Okay, so number one said find the vertex of this equation. Y is equal to x squared plus 9x plus 18. All right, so the question wants you to find a vertex for this. First thing, step one. Step one said you need to identify the A, B, and C, all right? So let's identify it. So the A is equal to 1, the B is equal to 9, and the C is equal to what? 18. So A is 1, B is 9, C is what? 18. Then we need to then substitute into the vertex formula to find X, okay? We need to substitute into the vertex formula to find X, and we know our X is minus B over what? 2A. So step 2, okay? X is equal to minus B over 2A. So that will be equal to minus, the B is what? 9 divided by 2 times 1, and that will give us minus 9 over what? 2. Step 3, we then have to then substitute this answer that we get into the original equation. So if you go back, we said substitute the value of X from step 2, which is minus 9 over 2, into the original equation to find Y. So let's go. So Y, which is equal to x squared plus 9x plus 18 will give you, so anywhere you see x, you put minus 9 over 2, then it give you minus 9 over 2 squared plus 9 minus 9 over 2, okay, plus 18. And when you press your calculator for this, you will get your answer to be minus 9 over 4. Then step 4, you need to write out x and y as an ordered pair. So that means in step 4, okay, we know our x to be minus 9 over 2, right? And we know our y to be minus 9 over 4. So that means you write it in the form of x comma y, right? That is the ordered pair. So it's going to be minus 9 over 2 comma minus 9 over 4, all right? So for step 5, you can sketch to confirm, all right? You can then sketch and confirm if you want to, all right? So like I said, unless it's being asked, this step is not really necessary, all right? But when we start talking about sketching of graphs, I'll talk about sketching of graphs very soon, then you will see that it's important as well that you should know how to sketch as well. Okay, so that means the first thing, you find the value of A, B, C. The second thing, find the value of X. Then after which you substitute to get the value of Y. You put it in an ordered pair, then you can sketch if you need to. All right. Let me just pick one more example, okay, to just solidify this. So example 2, all right? So what is the vertex? So the question said, what is the vertex of minus 2x squared plus 8x minus 5. So like I said, you can pause the video here, try as much as possible to solve it, then come back and see if you get exactly the same answer. So step 1, what is the A? A is equal to minus 2. Remember, we said we need to first identify the A, the B, and the what? The C. So let's go back there. So the A is minus 2, the B is equal to 8, and the C is equal to minus 5, okay? Then step 2, all right? Then we said we have to then substitute into the vertex formula to find x. And we know the x is minus b over 2a. So we have x is equal to minus b over 2a. And that will give us minus 8 divided by 2 times minus 2. And that will give us minus 8 divided by minus 4. And that will give us what? 2. So that means the x is equal to what? X is equal to 2. All right. Now step 3. Now step 3 now said we need to substitute the value of x from step 2 into the original equation to find y. So substitute the value of x from step 2 into the original equation to find y. So we know y is the original equation. It's minus 2x squared plus 8x minus 5. So anywhere you see x, you're going to put 2. So it's going to be minus 2 into bracket 2 squared plus 8, 2 minus what? 5. So y will be equal to, so when you put this in your calculator, your y will give you what? 3. Okay. So when you put all this, your y will be equal to 3. Then step 4, write down x and y as an ordered pair in form of x comma y. So we now have to have step 4. For step 4, we know our x is equal to 2. We know our y is equal to 3. So therefore, the vertex for this is going to be 2, 3. And like I said, step 5 is the sketching. You can sketch and confirm yourself, and you'll see that the vertex for this is going to be at what? 2 and what? 3. Okay, and that will be that for that. All right. So that is how you use the formula method to find the vertex. You just basically know the formula. You have find the value for x, which is minus b over 2a. You substitute it into the original equation to get y. Then when you're done with that, then you now write it in x and y form. So basically following the 5 steps of the 5 rules. All right, so the next video now I'm going to talk about how to use completing the square method. How to use completing the square method to find what? The vertex. So like I said, if you have any question, feel free, send me a message, all right? And I will get back to you. Or if you're not really sure, you can stop me or anytime or send me an email and I will try and respond as fast as I can. Also, if you've not subscribed, please do so you'll be the first person to get any videos that immediately I upload them. All right. Thank you very much.